Hey everyone! Welcome to my channel. Before you dive in, hit that subscribe button. Your support keeps me going strong. My name is Audrey Lee. I am 34 years old. I live in bustling San Francisco, California. I help run my mother's duck restaurant chain. Our life felt steady and completely full. Until that rainy night. It was late, the store was closing time. I was wiping down the chrome counters. My mother Carol Lee opened the back door slowly. There stood a young man named Ryan Miller. He was 24 years old. He was from a small town in rural California. His eyes were wide with hope and exhaustion. He said he was a distant cousin's friend. He had heard about our help wanted ad. He rode the bus all night just to try his luck here. Mom paused for a long moment. Then she smiled warmly, a genuine smile. She pulled him inside quickly. Handed him a hot mug of strong tea. She asked if the long trip wore him out. Ryan nodded but shook his head too. He said he was not afraid of hard work. He just wanted a steady job in the city. He wanted to learn a useful trade, so he could head home with new skills someday. Mom's eyes misted up with tears. She said she came from the sticks too. She knew that lonely hustle, that hard climb. So she hired him on the spot immediately. No questions were asked about his past. From then on, Ryan was our apprentice. He was a quick learner, up before dawn every day, kneading dough until his hands ached, chopping fresh veggies neatly, scrubbing the giant roasters clean. During the busy lunch rush, he would weave through the crowded tables, balancing sizzling duck plates expertly, grinning from ear to ear with pride. I watched him constantly. I felt a strange pull in my chest. This guy was completely unlike the pampered city boys I knew. He had real grit and determination. He made me glance twice at him. Soon we started talking more and more. He shared stories about his town's peach orchards, summer barbecues by the lake, the winding creek by the old mill. I told him about SF's fog rolling in thick, the noisy BART crowds, and those surprise beautiful sunny days. He hung on every single word I said, his eyes sparkling with interest. One afternoon he asked out of the blue, "Audrey, why no ring yet? Mom says you are too picky about men." I blushed slightly. I teased back, "City girls chase careers first. We are not rushing to the altar like back home." Truth is, I had very good reasons for waiting. Mom raised me solo. Dad passed away in a terrible car crash years ago. It left us holding the empty bag of debt. She bootstrapped our business from a small food truck to a dozen successful spots now. Watching her grind day and night, I always felt I owed her my entire focus. Marriage I constantly put off, partly because I hadn't found the right one, partly because I was scared to leave her alone. Ryan listened patiently. He was quiet for a long beat. Then he said, "Audrey, you are a great daughter, I know. But you must live for you too. Life is not just for others." His words were like fresh air. They cleared my head a little bit. After that we got much closer. We grabbed tacos at the local food trucks. We strolled along Fisherman's Wharf. We dreamed big and talked small things. A month in, I mustered the courage finally. I told him how I truly felt. It turns out he felt the same way too. We were officially a couple. Mom beamed widely. She said Ryan is solid and worthy of me. She cooked a huge feast to toast us. Days turned sweet and easy. Ryan fit right into our life. Not just helping at the shop, but brainstorming how to push delivery apps. Business boomed, immediately doubled. Seeing him hustle with genuine care, gratitude swelled in me like a tide. But just as we eyed the horizon together, trouble hit hard and fast. Late one night I got a call from Mom. She was sorting old financial boxes. She found a sealed, faded envelope. It was Dad's last hidden note. Her voice was cracked and thin, saying she was unraveling it all now. My heart dropped and raced immediately. I rushed home quickly. Mom was on the living room couch. She was clutching the faded yellow paper. Her eyes were puffy and red. The letter revealed a crushing secret. Dad did not die in the car wreck. Cancer took him slow and painfully. He hid the illness completely. He did not want to burden us with the truth. He stashed cash for our emergencies. But Mom, to shield me from the awful truth, told everyone it was the crash. She shouldered every single bill alone. She even sold our precious family land to launch the small food truck chain. Reading the letter, I wept deeply. Tears streamed down my face. Mom's steel exterior had hidden oceans of pain. Ryan walked in and saw the tragic scene. No words were needed. He just wrapped Mom in a hug, rubbed her back softly. He said, "Aunt Carol, you have carried too much for too long. But we are here now together." That night we three huddled close. Mom spilled it all. Nights dodging debt collectors. Bad food orders piling up. Silent sobs in the dark kitchen. I choked on my tears. "Mom, why hide this huge thing? We could have shared the pain." She shook her head gently. She smiled through fresh tears. "For your happy smile, Audrey, I would bear anything again." From there storms brewed inside me. I beat myself up constantly. Why did I miss her signs? Why did I let her solo the entire load? Ryan pulled me aside gently. He said, "It is human to shield who we love. But now we must face it together." He dove into the dusty financial books. He spotted old hidden debts still lurking. He pulled out his entire savings. He said, "Use this to cover the immediate debt. Pay me back when the cash flows easily." I was absolutely floored by his generosity. But Mom balked immediately. "Ryan, you and Audrey are just starting out. Don't sink your future for us." He stood firm, his stance solid. "Aunt Carol, I am family now. Audrey is my world. You are hers forever. We will build this joint future together." His solid resolve slowly softened Mom's tired gaze. But I wrestled with my own feelings inside. I loved Ryan deeply. But I feared Mom felt permanently indebted to him. One evening I sat with her alone. I asked her straight, "What do you truly think of him?" She sighed deep and heavy. "Good kid," she said softly. "But he is young. He might regret carrying our heavy weight later." My gut twisted with fear. Her scar of sacrifice ran too deep. I dreaded the idea that I would echo her path, sacrificing my own true self for the sake of home. Tensions spiked between us. I snapped at Ryan one day. I blamed his pushy attempts to fix everything. He hurt badly. He said, "Emily, I just want to help our family. I did not mean to sting you." That night was cold silence. I curled up sobbing alone. From our meet-cute bliss, we had arrived at this terrible rift. It felt like our dream had cracked forever. But then I realized, this is life's real test. Love must meet fire to grow stronger. Next dawn I sought Mom. I held her hand tightly. I said, "We have to open up completely. No more walls in this house ever again." Mom agreed at last. We gathered again. Ryan brought a new business plan. It featured a fresh duck spot, with organic new twists, and local farm ties for quality. Mom eyed the plan carefully. A spark ignited in her eyes. She said, "Let's roll, we will do this." We hustled as one unified team. Ryan showed me app tricks for online orders. Mom passed down her recipe gold. I handled all the new branding. Bumps hit the road occasionally, like Ryan's bold new flavors. Mom called them risky and untraditional. I was the mediator, the honest middle ground. But post-fight hugs always followed. Sorries flowed freely between us. Our bond grew tighter and stronger. 3 months flew by quickly. The grand opening was a huge success. Crowds poured in immediately. Raves for the crisp duck skin and tender meat. We three stood at the door together, soaking up the grateful smiles. Mom squeezed my hand hard. She whispered, "Audrey, thank you too. You revived my life and my fire." Ryan gripped my other hand. He said, "Our home. We will guard it forever together." Then it finally clicked for me. Human flaws and solo burdens break us down. True strength always lifts us as a team. Looking back, that letter was not a chain, it was a spark. It pushed us all to own the painful past and grab the bright now. Life is full of hidden things, but love always unlocks the truth. If you have a tale like this of family strength, drop it below in the comments. Grow with us. Like and subscribe. Catch you next time with another story.